Abandoned a ghost. Oh no.
In the diamond? In the diamond?
They abandoned a ghost. Oh no.
In the diamond? In the diamond?
They abandoned a ghost. Oh no.
In the diamond? In the diamond?
They abandoned a ghost. Oh no.
In the diamond? In the diamond?
They abandoned a ghost. Oh no.
In the diamond? In the diamond?
Hello! We're in the ballroom of Bridgerton. Welcome.
Oh,
If
hello.
Hello, it's I, Viscount Vivian, and Lady Fiona. If you're here watching, say hello in the chat, and we'll say hi back to you.
We will.
We will. Okay. So last week our audio kind of cut out a little bit. So we wanted to kind of go back over some of the things that we said that maybe were missed last time. So the first thing we wanted to kind of talk about is, why are we here? Why are we doing this? Why are we making everyone watch Bridgerton season 2, not even season 1? And Fiona, would you like to answer first?
Because it's perfection.
Yes.
Let's talk about that. Some of us girlies disassociate easily. And also we choose to disassociate and escape in fun ways. My main choice is through books, especially romances, because there's usually always, in fact, there's always a happy ending. And sometimes I just need a win. I just want to read a win. I want to watch a win. And I feel like, I don't know about for you, Vivian, but like for me, this is comfort. It's like a cup of cocoa and a blanket. It's funny, it's silly, it's perfect. I'm here for it. And I love the literary tropes.
Yes, I loved all of that. Everything you said, I totally stamp agreement on. I think like we've been joking a lot today about disassociating, and sometimes there's positive disassociating, and I definitely feel like Bridgerton and like dressing up and like delving into these characters is like a positive distraction from a lot of rough times, honestly. And I think that another thing you said that I definitely agree with, one of my favorite things, is that it's going to be a happy ending. Like no matter what happens, like you just know it's going to be a happy ending. And as someone who watches TV like a child, like I only watch PG-13 things, I need to know there's a happy ending. So fully agree. I will also expand and say our Bridgerton obsession and disassociation it's taken us to so many places. And last weekend, it took us to a fantastic moment of our lives. The Bridgerton experience in Chicago. Fiona was so kind, Lady Fiona, to invite me to escort her. And we were there, we danced. Fiona presented herself to the Queen. And tell us a bit about what else happened, Fiona.
It was lovely. Yeah, there's something about just like jumping straight in and I don't even know, LARPing.
We were LARPing. We're kind of far now too.
LARPing Renaissance era. Listen, it was everything you've ever, if you love Bridgerton, if you love historical romance, Regency era, if you grew up watching Pride and Prejudice, reading Jane Austen, reading Jane Eyre, the Bronte sisters. Yes. Listen, it's mwah, it was perfection. I fully lived out my dreams and my weird childhood fantasies, got fully dressed up, and I had a tiny tiara. Like they said, I walked in, I got to do the whole like curtsy for the Queen. We went to a ball, we danced. I was chosen as the diamond of the season. The diamond.
Yes.
And so I have a lot of perspective on what Edwina is going through in season 2 here as the diamond.
Absolutely. As a diamond expert. And I think like you really lived the Bridgerton like plot. Like you were the wallflower. Like literally we walked in and Fiona was like, I just have a small tiara because it's all I could afford for this season. And we like picked villains out and they were mean.
And they were mean. We were definitely the main characters.
We for sure were the main characters.
It was like, we're definitely the main characters. And it was sort of like when you walk in, everybody can buy a hat or a feathered fan. You can buy yourself some new makeup. You can buy a crown. But as I pointed out, you're all wearing the same crown.
Exactly. Your crown was unique. And like you were really cheering the loudest for all the performers. And I think that is what sealed the deal. Because they were doing some like aerial silk. There was a beat voguing.
We saw some voguing. We had a violin solos.
The solo, yes.
It was art.
So then you were chosen as the diamond. And can you explain, if people don't know what like that means, to be the diamond? Like, what are the qualities? What are the responsibilities?
The diamond. Okay, so in the book Bridgerton, in the show Bridgerton, the diamond of the season is the catch, the eligible future bride. That is
Yeah.
sounds creepier when I say it like that, but it's true. That's really what this is like your summer season in the Regency area is like when you are open to the marriage mart, right?
Yeah.
Like if
The
you're
mart.
an aristocrat, the mart. If you're an aristocrat, if you're a part of the ton, you're, this is like if especially if you are a woman, that is your only goal. The only way you're going to have any kind of a living, any money, is through a wealthier husband. So if you are picked as the diamond, that is like saying you are the most eligible,
The most breedable.
the most breedable, definitely
Yeah,
submissive and breedable. And
yeah,
yeah, I absolutely am. It's really
you
fun.
definitely 100%. Look at your skin.
Yeah,
Any
it's
child so
but
lucky.
but that's why with season 2, Anthony Bridgerton is coming in being like, I don't care about falling in love, I just want like the best societal bride. So he's
Yeah.
like, I'll just pick whoever they choose as the diamond, which
Yeah.
is so lazy, but it's so him.
It is. It's so lazy and so him. Well, I feel like that brings us kind of up to speed on last week's first episode.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, do you think Lady Whistledown, maybe should we count down to episode 2?
Yes, everyone prepare your Netflix.
Prepare your Netflix.
Prepare your Netflixes.
Have your smoking devices nearby.
Okay, here we go.
We're ready. Yes.
Oops.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And play. Okay, amazing. I'm having the Netflix little intro.
Yes, we're having the N. We love her.
Land.
This episode is called Off to the Races, which is not a Lana Del Rey reference. Just for any of you Del Rey fans out there.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Your Del I don't know, your Del heads. I'm trying to think of like what a name for that would be.
Yeah, for Lana Del Rey fans.
Yeah.
The Del. That's funny.
The Dells, but that's the thing. Yes, so we've got the gentleman preparing.
We love a shady moment. Diamond?
Mm-hmm.
I have a question as the uninitiated here. They refer to someone as a dandy. What does that mean?
Yes, Fiona.
Well, a dandy is usually someone who's a bit of flamboyant, a little like a femme man. So a little flouncy. Usually a dandy is like, basically a dandy is a gay man.
Yeah.
And a dandy is someone who, like, when you have a salon party, so usually when the men and women separate after dinner and the men go smoke and drink and the ladies go giggle and gossip and play cards, the dandy usually goes to entertain the ladies with, like, being a dandy.
Okay.
Dandies do. Like a Nathan Lane.
Like a Nathan Lane. So you don't really want to like marry a dandy because, no offense to dandies, but you're marrying a gay man.
Right. Got it.
Yeah.
An openly gay man.
Yeah.
We love dandies. I wish there were more of them in this show, honestly.
Honestly, so do I. I think that, representation. Let's get them on screen.
Yeah, this season definitely got straighter.
Also, definitely a derogatory term nowadays. Like,
oh, yeah. You call a dandy.
we don't call people dandies anymore.
We don't call people dandies. Great.
That's
so we're all seeing a beautiful shot of Anthony Bridgerton
right now. Close up of the eyes.
Close up of the eyes. Kind of weird though with the mask. With the cloth. Bridgerton short intro.
Very short intro because we've already seen it. Okay,
what's going on here? Okay, this is all of the suitors now that she's a diamond, right? The hottest breeder in town.
Yeah, so everybody's lining up. Everyone's trying to line up to get in and meet, which also I didn't mention, little Fiona fact here.
Fiona fact?
A little Fiona fact.
Look at that.
When you go visit someone in Regency time, it's usually from like 2 p.m. is the most acceptable time to arrive at a certain person's house. And then you leave by 4 p.m. Between 2 and 4 is when you can make a call. That's what they call it. So all of these men who were at the ball have arrived to call on Edwina so they can bring flowers and be like, oh my god, you're so pretty. I didn't even get to meet you last night, but like now I'm meeting you. I'm formally courting you is usually what it means.
They're all begging to formally court her for sure.
Yeah,
it's funny that they can't do it till 2 p.m. They all just kind of have to like roam around.
100%, because like if you show up early in the morning, it's considered disrespectful, and then if you show up after 4, well, that's past tea time. So when you go to visit someone's house, you go during the appropriate time to get tea.
Okay, we're learning.
Yeah.
So in that last scene, just to kind of put a stamp on it, we saw that kind of time ritual that Fiona was talking about. And then also Kate and Anthony had yet another spat. And she kind of won that round, to be honest. He showed up really late to call on Edwina, and Kate told him she's busy, and she slammed the door in his face. So,
and also Kate's like, listen, we've had this talk. You know that I know that the shit you said. I'm not gonna let you marry my sister because you're just looking for, honestly, you're just looking for a hole. And like,
yes, a hole, and somebody who can like also is smart, a brain,
someone you can talk to, I guess. But like, it's not good. Oh, Colin has
pollen alert! Pollen alert! Lady Whistledown, pollen alert!
Hold, please.
Holding this beautiful, isn't it gorgeous? Pollen, that photo shoot is so good together.
Yeah.
Look at him back with his little beard.
There's that moment right there.
He said, and there it is. The look, he looks so good at her.
And then he has this moment of like, oh shit.
Yeah. I know, he really does. And I feel like, well, we'll see what happens, but it's like very obvious that he has a moment with her.
Yeah, no spoilers, but
yeah.
And this is the thing about the TV show, is that they can't have, whereas in the books they have such a long stretch of time, but in the television show we can't have like 10 years going by.
No, exactly. I think this was an Anthony barge too, if we want to throw that up, Lady Whistledown. He's larging. Yes, he's barging all over the place. So kind of hard to keep up. He just barged in and was like, we're going to the races.
Literally, he's the rudest.
He is. It's so funny.
Yeah.
I have nothing to say as usual about the Whistledown.
We don't really like. This is a storyline that I'm not a huge fan of. It's not in the books. It's not useful.
It's not useful.
It's not as useful of like, okay, so the cousin Featherington, the new man of the house, has arrived, and it's kind of like cool.
It's like, bummer, yeah, cool. Bummer that you guys like don't have agency and like you're at the whims of men, blah 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 blah. Bummer. I don't care about you all specifically. The show's called Bridgerton.
Okay, but we're here for Penelope, and this is what develops her storyline.
Yeah, we care about Penelope. You're right.
While we're here, you call me Lady Whistledown. Why?
Well, I feel like Lady Whistledown, although we know her identity already in the show, she is Penelope, voiced by Julie Andrews. I feel like you're our Lady Whistledown because you're kind of all seeing and knowing, and you're kind of guiding the story. Because I definitely feel like Lady Whistledown is guiding the narrative of the town through gossip. What do you think, Lady Fiona?
Yeah, she writes a secret column every week with all of the gossip and like how she sees it. Penelope's like very observant. That's part of being a wallflower, is you get to just like sit back and watch all of the relationships unfold. And if it wasn't for Lady Whistledown, they wouldn't know like who's the it girl, who's the slutty man.
Nice.
Exactly. You have to know those things.
All seeing, all knowing, and like no one knows. Nobody sees Lady Whistledown. They don't know who she is. So, just a disembodiment of a voice, I guess.
Very cool.
Oh my god. Ooh, my hand's kind of delayed.
Ooh, this is honestly one of my favorite tropes. Is
Happening now.
it's fake dating? Yeah.
Yeah.
Where I'm gonna show up because I was asked to show up and to distract you, but in the end, actually, you're very nice. You're very pretty and nice. That's surprising.
He's way more into her.
Yeah.
Also, this is a good moment to do a bee alert because bee alert. Bee. Kate's necklace and earrings are shaped like bees, which kind of symbolizes the missing piece that Anthony's looking for.
It's true.
It's true. Okay.
It's
I love this guy. What is his name? Mr. Moon. What? They just said it.
Oh, I forgot.
Don't tell anyone that we forgot.
Yeah.
Internet. People of Twitch, if you know his name, put it in the chat. Shout out to the people of Twitch.
It's not. It might be a character in the first book, but like,
because he's in last season too. He has a big plot with like the Featheringtons also, but we're gonna visit him later in his saloon, so we'll get his name. Because he is fun. He was a boxer, and now he's a businessman. We love a journey.
yeah, he's opening up his own gentleman's club.
Yes.
Which is like Fiona fact.
Fiona fact.
Gentlemen's clubs were these like private places where basically you could do business, you could drink, you could gamble. It's like where you would go to relax with the boys, but secretly you're also calculating and doing business and like arranging marriages and shit like that. And the most famous one in England from this time period was called the Whites Club, which I don't know if it has racist undertone or like
a little uncomfortable.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that it does.
Yeah, we're all gonna say that that's racist.
Yeah, when you say it out loud, it doesn't feel good.
Yeah. This is technically an Anthony barge. If we want to throw that up, Anthony is literally barging into the conversation. Both of these women are occupied in full conversation, and he literally interrupts Kate to be like, "We're breaking fast with my family."
I love you, Anthony.
Big mess. So now he's kind of goading the men into like leaving to get lemonade. Everyone's obsessed with lemonade, as we kind of mentioned last time.
Yeah, you got to have a lemonade. If you're a lady, you can't drink alcohol, and water is not always safe.
Yeah, back then water was not always safe. That's for certain. Because did we talk about last time, or was it just you and me personally talking about how everyone like probably smelled also?
Well, everyone definitely did smell, and we might have talked about it a little bit, but like you really only washed your face and hands every day.
Yeah.
You only washed your body like a couple times a year, which is fucking crazy.
Yeah, and they're all at the hot races right now. Ooh, this is another pollen alert. We're gonna have a cute little Penelope Collin moment.
I love that.
And the little neon sound. I'm obsessed.
Yeah.
She's so cute, even in this ugly ass dress.
I know. See, she's in yellow, so this is a big indicator that her mother is still dressing her.
But there is pink at the head thing now.
Pink at the head. She's introducing little pieces of pink.
Little pieces of pink.
Pieces of pink.
Pieces of
Bit
pink.
of like a goatee, which all right.
Yeah, it's like his choice. I'm not that into it, to be honest. But he's like trying to show he's worldly. He definitely has fucked now, is what he's saying.
Yeah. He has.
Yeah, for sure. Colin has fucked.
Yeah, he's traveling the world, and they're slutty. The men are.
Yeah, men were big sluts at this time for sure.
And then we've got wonderful Eloise always ruining the moment.
ruining the moment.
She's, kind of a selfish friend.
Yeah, it's like, I do love her so much, but it is hard to be like team her this season. It's not her best season.
Our best season. Also, we should notice how in the show, which would never happen in reality, that Eloise's hair is down and it's at a shorter, like, shoulder length.
Yeah.
It would never be appropriate, but it's the show writer's way of showing us that, like, she's progressive. She's a feminist.
Yeah. That's why she's reading these like pamphlets right now.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's cool her hair is down, but yeah, you're right. It's like
it would never be you couldn't have that hair that length because you
it would never be short.
No, it can't be short.
Yeah.
Because you gotta do updos and updos.
And she dresses more mask. We were saying mask. It's like a full dress, but it's like slightly masculine in design.
Yeah, there's like a little collar, sheer blouse underneath.
Yeah. This part is weird because it's like, again, they are like significantly different in age, and he is like full intensity.
This is the moment where maybe we should make a graphic for it, but I always say, like, that's a child.
That's a child. Yeah, don't forget.
That's a child.
That's a child. That's why only Jonathan Bailey could play this part, because he's a nice person.
I know, he's still charming.
Yeah, he's treating everyone with respect. And they have an intimacy coordinator now. They're saying for like every moment of intimacy.
Love that. We love that. Big ups to intimacy choreographer.
Big ups. I love them. I have so much to say about them. Like, should I? I'm like looking to see if we have time. Because I was reading an interview with Kim Cattrall from the Sex and the City, and she had to do 1 million sex scenes before an intimacy coordinator ever existed.
Mm-hmm.
And she was saying she just recently worked with one in the past year, and she was like, that would have changed my life, having one.
Yeah, you choreograph it like a dance, so it's way less.
Exactly. Oh, Lady Whistledown. This is Scheming Mamas.
Scheming Mamas. The girls are getting together.
Yeah.
Look at them. They're getting together. They're trying to get their kids hooked up.
They want it.
Yeah, wards, we would say, for Lady Danbury.
Wards, yes. Scheming Mamas and scheming wards.
No, caretakers.
Oh, scheming caretaker. Okay, I love Lumley, and I hope he comes back. He is so fun.
Lumley, yeah. I also do. I wonder if he's ends up with Edwina.
Sorry, my camera said bye.
Bye.
I should be coming back now.
This is I love this. This is Kate getting super into it.
This is the horsey Lady Whistledown. Do we have a horsey picture?
Yep, 1 second.
I love this story so much.
Oops,
oh wait, that's Anthony.
There we go.
Yes. Look at the horsey. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, sorry, I did it again. Oh, back. I feel like there's a lot of like horse races, especially like in the literature. Like Pygmalion is like a horse race.
Well, if you think about it, like it's in classical literature, it was a way of like expressing passion in a respectful way. And like it's the one place where like ladies can shout and like get excited.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that, because that's like totally what we're seeing here. Like her getting so heated and like worked up next to each other, kind of little hot.
Enemies to lovers. This is
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm sorry. This is my favorite part.
Oh, should we turn it up real quick? Yeah, I'll turn it up.
Jab at Lord Bridgerton, sir.
If the Viscount is serious about
This
courting my
part?
sister, is it not my duty to try his mettle?
The Viscount does not like to lose.
This is
He's
about to be a
understanding
win for
back at
Kate
Oxford.
for sure. Because she just,
Shut up.
yes, win. She
You and the
snatched
Viscount
it
know each
together.
other from Oxford. I thought you met today.
I hesitate.
You're going to
Brains.
say much more this very moment.
This very moment. Like, she's
thought
so
that you would
serious.
judge me if you knew we were acquaintances.
I would call his ass out. Get him, girl.
Get him.
On my
Genuine in the sense you were sent here to distract me, also Lord Bridgerton could get closer to my sister.
She whips her head so
Kate,
excellent.
it is
Like,
dreadful. They're saying nectar is to be sent to the knackers yard.
To the knackers.
Sore loser, charmer, but never a sore winner.
Do not speak to me or my sister ever again. What has happened? It seems a second game.
A second game was a
And Lord Bridgerton made certain I play the fool. Let us go.
And the way, I'll turn it back down now. The way that Jonathan Bailey, he's like, a bit of a sore loser, but never a sore winner. Like he is acting on the words. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, the head tip, this
Yeah.
motion, this was
Yeah,
great. Said a
he
lot.
just did that too. And he's like, I meant no harm. Like, he's in it. He's acting with every single muscle. I'll say it every week. I'll say it every week. Oh, this is watch out. Watch out, Lady Whistledown.
Girl, watch out.
Girl, watch out. Eloise is, I guess, on the wrong side of town. Her footman is like, what are you doing over here, rich girl? But she's finding the publisher. Kind of good detective work. This is good.
Most definitely.
She's a smarty.
This is Marty. And then they introduce this whole storyline of like, Eloise is gonna like meet the working class.
Yes. Yes. This is her feminism, like we were kind of saying last episode, where she's like, people have to work and they don't like it.
The news to me.
News to me. I just don't like going to balls. Like, oh, people have problems. And this is kind of, I don't know. You're reading, I think, Eloise's story right now, but this guy and her kind of seem. Oh, you're not. You finished it?
I already, yeah.
Is this the guy that she's gonna be like kind of with? Okay, don't tell me anything else. Don't tell me one thing, because they're kind of like.
I know, and that is sort of
Right?
why I'm not. Who knows what we're gonna do with Eloise's story? But I'm not 100% sure why they introduced this character, other than to introduce the idea of actually getting married or partnering with someone to Eloise.
Yeah, I think that's fair. That it's like, oh, maybe I do actually like this.
Yes.
It's just not the people I've been presented with.
Yeah, and also it's a nice way for her to realize, like, I don't think I want a traditional aristocratic marriage like in the ton. Like I don't want a gentleman.
Totally. She definitely wants a working man. And I kind of feel like, obviously, don't tell me, so pretend you haven't read the book, but I do feel like she deserves like that. And out of all of them, I'm like, you're the second daughter, your brother's like already married, your sister's married to a duke, like let her do whatever she wants.
I want to tell you so bad. That's the worst
Yeah.
part.
Don't tell me. This Twitch show is just us fighting about book spoilers.
I'm like, you read it. Like, I can't help not finishing the book series.
I know. Ugh, now
I only have 2 books left. I have Hyacinth and Gregory's story, but I'm taking a break and I'm reading about a cult instead. So
oh yeah, we have to take a cold break. Now we're back at the Featheringtons.
they got married, and it's super weird because it's like, where's Lord Featherington?
Yeah,
is
why?
he here? And also that dress. I actually love that dress. I don't know why. I won't think I would love it on anyone, but on Philippa, I love it. Also, the other sister's name is Felicity.
Oh, we found out it's Philippa and
I just remembered.
is it Felicity with a P?
No, it's with an F. They just all have F sounds.
Oh, it's just the sounds. It's not like full
It's
Kardashian.
not Penelope.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, that was so funny. What's
Also,
the
I don't
doing?
have to know is that in the book there's a 4th sister. There's a sister who's younger than Penelope.
Really?
And her name is also with an F. I don't remember.
Wait, hold on a second. I have to take a Viscount interlude.
Viscount interlude. Oh, I had to cough. I'm a lady who coughs.
Can you get me some lemonade?
Lemonade.
I have to ask my partner to give me some lemonade. That's very appropriate. I'm so dehydrated all of a sudden.
I wonder.
No wonder. The most appropriate time to take a break is during this Featherington part. So if you have to go to the
I'll
bathroom,
agree with this. I'll agree with this, you know.
I'll agree with this. Look at my earring, people of Twitcherton. Wait, Twitcherton? Twitcherton?
That's where
They
we
have
are.
a boss.
We're on Twitcherton. That got Lady Whistledown. She's laughing.
I love that.
Okay, this is a diamond alert. Speaking of Lady Whistledown, because this is diamond duties. This is diamond duties. She's at the palace with the queen. She has to talk to her. They have to have a meeting.
I mean, I'll say as the diamond, you do have a little bit more one-on-one time with the queen.
Yeah.
And it's very intimidating because she's so beautiful and soft looking.
Yes, yes. She's so beautiful and soft looking.
Her skin looks so soft and glowing, and I was like,
yeah.
Oh.
The queen at our experience really was. It was like she walked in the room and it was like just so beautiful, her face. And I feel like if this actress that plays Queen Charlotte walked in the room, I would feel similar, because it's just like, wow. And the grandeur of her, like,
and the wig.
The wig matching the dress like perfectly. We just love it. I am currently drinking lemonade out of a Bud Light plastic cup.
And we love the Bud Light plastic cups.
We love them. Not sponsored, but could be. Bridgerton and Bud Light could be a good combo, just saying. I'm here for
B&B.
Yeah, the bees.
A new
you gotta, bud the bridge.
Exactly. That's what we were all thinking. Okay, wait, what is she telling her? This is when she's like, the queen is like, if somebody's going to approach you, I feel like the queen's kind of cryptic. She's like, somebody's going to approach you and basically ask for secrets, and you need to tell me who it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the best part. This queen is like
Yeah.
Queen Charlotte's never really like, she's never really that into like meeting the diamond or hanging out and really about the marriages. She's just like, I want to know who Lady Whistledown is.
Yeah, exactly. She's here for that. She's kind of having a Kris Jenner moment.
Yeah.
I'm excited for the show that's just about her, I will say.
Oh, you mean like a season just about Charlotte?
Yeah, that they're filming it like right now. So it's about young her, and the actress that plays Queen Charlotte, and the mom, Lady Violet, are both going to be in it. Like, it's going to be like different time periods.
Oh, it's like a prequel show.
Yeah, a prequel. And so I hope Lady Danbury is in it too, because she rocks.
A Bridgerton cinematic universe.
Oh yes, we're getting into the multiverse.
lot honestly, I'm not gonna lie, you would be surprised the amount of like romance series that are in like multiverses.
When people like one thing, they want it a lot.
They want you to keep building onto that universe, but like different countries and worlds, and you're like, okay.
Okay, now we got a bromant. Lady Wilson, throw up that bromant graphic. They're broing out.
Yeah.
They're all fencing, and Anthony is stabbing.
This is how Anthony can't process his thoughts without moving.
Yeah, he's got to be an Aries.
I know but he's always but also I mean I feel like there's a strong Capricorn placements because he loves and like loves managing money, and like even when they show montages of him like just going through day-to-day business, you're like, Jesus, sit down.
Literally, stop signing stuff. I think he's an Aries sun, Capricorn moon, and then rising, I feel like Gemini or Libra.
I would actually flip that.
You think Capricorn sun, Aries moon?
I think Aries sun, Capricorn rising, and I think like a Libra or a Gemini moon. I think Gemini moon. I feel a really strong Gemini moon.
Why do you think so?
Because I think as a Capricorn moon, I I think that when it comes to your, well, maybe, but
Because how he's like, I want this list of things. Like, and he's kind of transactional sometimes with love. And
well, that's probably his Venus. His Venus would be.
you're right. You're right.
For sure in Capricorn.
Something else about this scene I just want to point out while we're watching it is Benedict and Anthony have amazing chemistry. This is my favorite Benedict scene in the series. Well, there's one later that's pretty good too, but this is a good scene for Benedict. Point for you, Benedict guy.
Yeah, I feel a little bad for this actor because it's kind of like nobody's that excited for the Benedict story, which like in the books nobody's that excited for Benedict's story.
Yeah, I think we can get there.
I think we can.
Okay, and then now Edwina's being so cute and she's calling them zebras.
Yeah.
They're called zebras. She's so cute.
We're British.
Yeah. I like how British people talk, sorry. Uh-oh.
Here's a Fiona fact.
Yeah, Fiona fact.
Notice all of their like bodices on their dresses. I would love to get my hands on an actual set of short stays. Short stays are like the type of bra that they wore, but it was a corset that bound in the back, but it only hit your like the empire waist, so it only hit under your chest. And the difference between bras now and short stays is that bras rely on the straps to hold up your boobs, where the stays rely on like the binding in the back, so it takes the pressure off of your back and off your shoulders.
Okay.
So if you're a big titty girl and your back hurts, get yourself some short stays, because it's not like a corset where it's going to cover your whole waist.
Yeah.
It's your boobs.
If you get your hands on any, you better share some.
I know. You have to like, I've been looking and it's like you have to make them yourself. They don't sell it. You have to like, everything is like, here is a pattern for short stays. And I'm like,
you gotta find like a Renaissance person, fair person who sews.
What a dumb gift, a horse.
I know, I love this moment when Anthony's like, I got you that horse you kind of said you liked that was about to die. And then this is actually a win moment for Edwina for sure, because she's like, no, I like dogs, you idiot.
Like a dog is a reasonable pet, but like as a horse, I would be like, where am I going to store it?
Yeah, they really don't also talk about, because she's rejecting the gift. Where does this horse go? Because they said it was about to die, so is it just going back to the slaughterhouse?
Yeah.
Edwina, kind of mean, but valid. You can't take horses from guys that you don't like.
No. And like, that's what you do.
Yeah.
You got to deny the gifts and be like, honestly, if it was a letter.
Yeah.
But like, bro, I can't take care of a horse.
A whole horse. Also, so like, is this the same day as they were at the race? This is a long ass day.
No, it's the next day.
It's the next day. Look, he's so sad. He can't believe he made the wrong choice. It happens, Anthony.
So now he's going to his friend's new gentleman club.
Yeah, I think this is Benedict.
Oh.
The late Whistledown. This is the smoking gentleman smoking break. If we throw that up, and everyone, if you have something to smoke, grab it.
My eyes are watering. I'm not crying, I swear.
No, it's okay. Ah, look at this. Because this atmosphere is smoky, because all these men are smoking cigars and probably other stuff too. I think his name is Mongrave.
Yes. Yes, he was a boxer.
Yes.
A trainer, because all these men love fighting.
And then something happened with Featherington where he like fixed a match or something.
Yes,
He threw it, and that's how he got all the money to start this really cool club.
Yeah, and so basically he's just trying to get like his rich friends in to be like, get the rich white people in here so I can get like real business. But they're all like, we belong to the whites. It's like, oh.
Yeah, we've been at white since we were born white.
Yeah.
Benedict, in kind of a gay move, is like, no, I'll be an ally.
Yeah.
Only gay people are allies. I'm just kidding. Happy Pride. No.
Pride Month, baby.
Is Benedict gay for real?
Oh no.
No, he should be. That's what like everyone, including us, kind of is like. They have no gay
Eloise-
characters, and they like he would be the easiest one to make gay. He's like the artist. So it sounds so stupid.
But also, he just gives off that energy.
He has huge gay vibes.
Even from season 1. And
Yeah.
like, and Eloise was like, we're all just expecting her to be a lesbian. Even in the books, you're like,
Yeah.
I get girl loving vibes, and I'm like fine with it. But
And
Julia Quinn, probably homophobic. The author of the books was like, it's not traditional to the time period. Well, right. Well, having black and brown people in
Yeah.
aristocratic power also wasn't technically of the time period, but we can suspend our disbelief.
Yeah, and that's like, if you're gonna go, just go all the way. I do want to be talking about that. But let's just mention that Mama Violet did just crush Anthony in the best way. He needed a little bit of a talking to, and she was like giving it to him. But I think something we were talking about earlier, like when we first came on, was like how fun of a fantasy this is to like lose yourself in. And I think that it is like, because they do incorporate, you know, people that weren't of the time period, like necessarily in these positions. It is easier to like for me to like view myself in there. Does that make sense? What I'm trying to say? Yeah.
Or like bring us some non-binary characters.
Yeah. Oh my God, I would die. I even like, yeah, I would die. They
Even
need it.
Gentleman Jack.
Yeah, they need. I love Gentleman Jack. Gentleman Jack. Oh, that's another web series, another Twitch show.
So
so mad. Sorry.
yes, we love this. Fiona Fact.
Fiona Fact. Oh yes, we're talking about the salon.
Salons are actually just my favorite form, even today, of theater, where it's like you get together in someone's living room and everybody like shows their talents and like what they're good at. But you basically just entertain each other in someone's salon or living room, basically. And like who doesn't love that?
Yeah, I feel like, especially when the lockdown first started, people were for sure doing basically this on Zoom. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, like, well, what's your talent?
I feel like I feel like it's just like doing like Chicago comedy in general. We started out in honestly my favorite spaces to perform in are DIY like living room spaces.
Yeah, totally.
I used to host a living room show for several years.
I love
Really?
Yeah, Lady Bits.
Oh,
Lady Bits. I feel like we did that.
You might have.
Yeah.
It went for like 4 years.
Yeah, that
Did
sounds
that-
familiar.
I know, because we both went, Lady Bits. I love that. I hope we-
Oh, pollen!
Oh, pollen alert. Ah!
I love that so much.
So much. She's still got her little pink flowers on.
And she's like, yeah, so you found a girlfriend? And he's like, what?
Yeah, this conversation, I feel like their other two conversations were like, yes, we're connecting, and then this one is like, oh,
Wait,
we're not on the same page, actually.
that's fine. That's the thing I love the most about Penelope is like, yeah, she's a wallflower. She's really observant. She's a great sense of humor and she's a great writer. And like, but at the end of the day, she loves a ball. She wants to feel pretty. She wants to like be courted and danced with, and I love that.
Yeah, I do too. She is like, I don't know, she has like genuine feelings and care for like these things, and I do think that is also why a bit of Eloise's harshness like does like hurt her feelings as Whistledown, and also as somebody who's like longing for what Eloise is like kind of being handed. You know what I mean?
Yes. Of like, just like, hey, check your privilege, bitch.
Yeah, literally, because Eloise, like she says in season 1, she's like, Penelope's like, I'm not a pretty Bridgerton. And it's like all the Bridgertons are like beautiful in the day's standards. You know what I mean? And they have a ton of money to wear like pastels all the time.
Well, they have a ton of money, period. So like everyone, they have a bunch of they have 4 daughters, and they're all gonna have huge dowries.
Yeah.
And like there's that, and there's and they're all gonna get a million offers. So,
Yeah.
like, nobody doesn't have any offers, no suitors, nobody's ever called on her. And they know her as the girl in the book. She's referred to as the girl who doesn't talk.
Yeah. They're like, no shame, no shade to the author, but like the books are a lot meaner to all of the characters.
Some shade to the author.
Yeah, he said some shade.
Shade, like, yeah, we could do a lot better.
Yeah, for sure. Just like, because I feel like people didn't say that when the first season came out, and everyone was like, read the books, read the books. And then I read one recently, and I was like, oh, this is kind of mean.
Well, I mean, if you do read the book, if you read season 2 is based off of the Viscount that loved me, or who loved me.
The Viscount who loved me.
There's a scene in his studies that still like makes me extra uncomfortable.
Oh my god, yeah, yeah. We should do a reading of it. Everyone on these.
We should.
Like, it's so uncomfortable. Oh god. And now this guy, okay, so now back to the show. Featherington guy is flirting with Cowper. What's her name? Clarissa Cowper. And it's not gonna work out.
Like cow tipper.
Oh, Cowper. Oh, Anthony Barge. Toot toot. The way he just barged into the smoke.
Oh, sorry.
No, he's so fast. You can't even catch it. He's barging so fast into the conversation, into the broom. No, this show also roasts Lord Byron constantly. Anytime they have a chance to roast Lord Byron, they're taking it.
I know, because they know. Because in history, it's like,
I don't know much about him. Do you know why everyone hates him?
Yeah, because he's a slut. Well, because what he did to what's her name? Who wrote Frankenstein? Mary.
Oh yeah, Mary Shelley.
Shelley.
That was him, yeah.
She like lived in his house for a while and that's what inspired Frankenstein, was like hanging out with Lord Byron.
Oh God.
Because like he was just like the original fuckboy, where he would convince you that he was like mad, and he probably thought he was madly in love with everybody, but it was like, no, you just, I don't know. I bet you were just like a Libra man or a Pisces man. I don't know.
Sagittarius. Well, that's even more funny to me than knowing that Anthony picked a Lord Byron poem to be like, let me read this. And then Benedict's like, this is garbage.
Yeah, that's why. It's because like Lord Byron his poetry was like beautiful words, but in reality it's like, but like you're not like, you're just gonna say this to somebody else in like 2 weeks. Chill out.
Yeah, totally. That's
like, these feelings will pass. You just feel a lot and you're a little slutty. That's okay.
A rake.
Yeah, but like worse than a rake. He was a scoundrel.
Oh, a scoundrel. A capital S, a scoundrel.
I think it goes from like rogue to rake to scoundrel of unbecoming.
The levels. I'm obsessed.
Yes.
I also just want to mention, I love in the last scene, like Benedict was like, Anthony's like, give me an example of feeling in a poem. And then Benedict does, and Anthony's like, you can see him like figuring out feeling. Like, on his face, he's like, okay. Like, it's so funny. That's why I think I just see Aries every time I
know, just like not like, and I kind of could see Capricorn moon of like not being able to like process your feelings.
Yeah.
Or, like,
he barged in again. Anthony barged. Toot toot.
Lord, you weren't even invited.
Literally, she didn't invite you on purpose, and then you're late. Toot toot. And now he's like, I'm here to read a poem I just stole from my brother. And then also he's like, Lady Danbury, you wouldn't deny me the right to barge in. You've known me since I was a child. And
I'm the most popular, wealthy man here.
I know. And it's like, you are though, so you can't even be mad. This is a stunt. Anthony is a stunt queen.
To look at her and feel.
So he's reading the Stolen Brother poem.
to delight in her beauty, so much that all your defenses crumble, that you would willingly take on any pain, any burden for her.
He's
to honor her.
But then he looks at Kate.
Yes.
He's like already so confused, and then he looks like, and then
Oh, I love how brooding.
he threw it in the fire too. Not even good enough just to crumple. And then he touches. This is so Jonathan Bailey does this in everything. He touches here, and then he pulls his pants up every show.
I love it.
My own, there's someone else's toilet. Truth be told, I'm not.
This is a stunt, like I said, a stunt
not
queen.
poetry.
He's like, fuck poetry. I'm a man of action.
Words
He did the classic, okay, I've got something to say, says it, and then goes, you know what? These aren't even my words.
Yeah.
Here's what I really think.
Here, I'm speaking from the heart.
Now.
Rip. And he's got the line here too. That was a good line. When your brow's furrowed.
I know.
And Edwina is eating it up. She's hooked, lined, and sunk.
And that's a child.
Oh my God.
Once again, that's a child, Anthony.
But even Kate and her perfect.
Yeah, we're
are
all
also-
we're hooked. That was good.
It was a good moment. And now where's he going? Stomping off to get lemonade.
We love stomping for lemonade.
Yeah, we love stuff. And Kate is like, literally, please no.
I know.
But I think that's
Okay.
we're gonna call that a win for Anthony, honestly, because Edwina's like, Kate, literally shut up. Yes, win for Anthony. Edwina's whoop swept up. He is giving her lemonade. That's basically like kissing.
Oh, now we're gonna look at each other. Yeah, you're confused, aren't you, sir? There's a more age appropriate and lovely woman across the room.
I know the way he feels, like the way he acted like he was pulled to even look at her. You know what I mean? They are really building the tension.
Oh, good.
A fact I'll drop now is this show was filmed. This season was filmed sequentially, as opposed to last season. They shot it out of order, but they shot this season in order because they wanted the tension to like actually build for the actors, and it works.
It really is.
It really works. And the director was saying that like by the time I got to episode 4, Jonathan Bailey was like, come on, when are they gonna like
Yeah,
fuck?
it is pretty frustrating because, like, in the books, it always happens a little bit sooner.
Totally. That is one thing about the books is like the fucking starts pretty soon in.
Well, here's a little thing in historical romance in Regency era, you know, unfortunately, like, virginity is a really big thing because that makes your value go up as a bride. So it's always like, oh, we can't have penetrative sex, but I can privately finger you.
Oh yeah, I get that. I grew up in the South.
It's that's always how it starts. Is like, what is this?
Whoops. We're just
That's why
doing
he's like a slutty man because he knows about it.
Yeah. And we do really see that in this season where you're like, because he's being all gentleman now, but then later on in this season, it is like, oh yeah, Anthony like fucks.
Remember, and he does responsibly where he pays for it. I'm just like very appreciative of like people who will, if all you want is sexual interaction, then you should be paying for it.
I mean, fair. He supports sex workers, and that's
You really
fair.
don't.
So this scene that we've been chatting through, this is Lady Whistledown. If you want to throw up the Lady Danbury, she's an icon. Yes, she's an icon because Kate right now is like, I don't care. I'll be an old maid. Look at you. You're an old maid. And Lady Danbury is like, how dare you, bitch? I've loved and lost.
Mm-hmm.
And Kate hasn't. She's like, you're going to be shriveled and sad. I'm like full of experience and life. And you're not, Kate.
You're not. Unfortunately, you're not. And I get it.
And now she's going back over. What is happening? I forget about this whole
There's
scene.
a battle scene where it's like, oh, I'm actually chatting with people. So I'm actually
Oh.
talking to a guy.
Yeah, you're right. She's talking to guys and he's like, wait, I actually don't like that. And then his mom is like, wait, what?
Yeah, his mom calls out that energy real quick.
Yeah, because it's like, that's your mom. And I feel like I don't know, they have like a special relationship, like obviously mother and son, but like then also Viscount and Viscountess, like
And also like trauma bonding.
trauma bonding. Yeah, for sure. She's on the lookout for him. Ooh, I think we have a final watch out, Whistledown. Watch out, Lady Whistledown. Eloise found the printer. The K's are different. She's on to you. It's coming. The hammer. And Penelope is stressed. Her ringlets are bouncing with stress.
Oh.
Look at her breathing. She's like, Nicola is so good. She's selling it. And now she's on the wrong side of town buying a freaking kit. Because she said, I'll do it myself. Can't trust anyone in this business. That's her, basically. This is a short episode this week, too.
Yeah, it is a short episode. It's just setting us.
Yeah, we're like getting into the
Oh,
hot story. Oh no, what's her name?
The Motis.
The Modi. What's her name?
I can't remember because we're really bad at
I know. Every week we forget a significant character's name. I feel like I remembered her name last week. Oh, we're still in Watch Out, Lady Whistledown, because now the queen in full peacock wig is like, these are the only suspects.
Yep.
Also, it's hilarious to think that like some court artist had to sit there and draw each
Like all of these tiny portraits.
portrait for the queen to be like, who is it? Oh, amazing. Thank you, Chris Von Dusen, is that your name? And Shonda. Thank you. Mine immediately started the next one. Hold on. Okay, that's it. We did it, guys. Wow. Any final thoughts? Lady Whistledown, how was this episode for you?
I enjoyed it. I feel like I'm getting to know the characters a little bit more, so I'm more invested, which is nice.
Yeah.
I still really like Kate. She's my favorite.
Yeah.
And I think I realized that Penelope is also on another show that I really like called Dairy Girls.
Yes.
Sure.
And that made me like her infinitely more.
Absolutely.
Oh my, yes. She's so iconic in Dairy Girls too. And I love in Dairy Girls season 1, she is also revealed to be a secret writer of something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She's typecast.
Yes.
I love it. Okay, Lady Fiona, any last thoughts about this episode and where we're going?
Great. I think it's setting us up. I'm excited to see where this is going. I think it might be the 4th and not the 3rd episode, but we're getting very close to revealing why Anthony is so broody and
Yes.
such a sad boy and businessman. So like that's my favorite. I love to deep dive into everyone's personal childhood traumas.
Me as well, honestly, especially when it makes them hot.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, I think that's going to be all from us tonight. We will not be here next week. We're just taking a quick break to tend to some family matters. But we'll be back the next Monday with episode 3. So thank you for joining us. I hope you had a good time disassociating and living your Bridgerton Regency fantasy here at Bridgerton.
I know I did.
I know I did as well. Good night. Farewell.